Hello, English learners. Welcome back to the Daily English Listening Podcast, your space to grow your English through honest, natural conversations. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Chris. Hey, everyone. Really glad you're here with us today.
Chris, before we start, quick question. How was your day?
Fine.
Chris.
Good. Busy. A little tired.
And there it is, the famous 3.
I know, but that is genuinely how my brain answers when someone asks too quickly.
And that is exactly why we are here today, because fine, good, and busy are real feelings, but they are also the most boring answers in the English language.
Poor fine. It is doing its best.
It is, but today we are going to help you do better. We are going to show you how to talk about your day without sounding boring.
Not by using complicated grammar or big vocabulary, just by adding one honest detail, one small feeling, or one real moment.
Because here's the thing, you can tell someone your day was fine, or you can make them feel your morning rush, your afternoon fog, and your evening calm. That is what natural English speakers do.
And it is not hard. You just need the right phrases, a little honesty, and the confidence to say more than one word.
This is a B1 to B2 episode, so the English will feel a little richer than usual, but we will keep everything clear and easy to follow.
And we have 2 special things for you today. After the main conversation, we have a conversation starter section. Simple first lines you can use immediately when someone asks, "How was your day?"
And then we have the word tour, where we slow down and look at the most useful phrases from today, so they stay in your memory.
So listen for the story first, and then we'll help you collect the language. Ready?
Let us start. Chris, since we're talking about real days, tell me about yours, and please, not fine.
Okay, the honest version. The day actually started the night before.
The night before, already more interesting.
Yes, because I told myself, tonight I will sleep early. I was tired. I needed it. I turned off the light at 10:30 like a responsible adult.
That sounds like a great plan.
It was, but then I thought, let me just check my phone for 2 minutes. 2 minutes became 20, 20 became 40, and at some point I was watching a video about how they make glass.
The glass video.
I don't know how I got there, but it was past midnight and I was still awake, tossing and turning because my brain was full and could not settle.
Tossing and turning. That is such a useful phrase.
It means you cannot sleep properly. You keep moving in bed because your mind will not stop.
You move from side to side, the blanket goes on, the blanket comes off.
And every time you check the clock, you regret it because now you know how little time you have left.
The check the time, regret checking time cycle.
Exactly. So by morning, I was tired. Not the satisfying kind of tired, the kind where your eyes open but the rest of you hasn't agreed yet.
Your eyes opened, but your soul was still under the blanket.
Completely still under the blanket. And then my alarm rang. I turned it off and told myself, 1 minute, just one.
The dangerous 1 minute.
So dangerous. I nearly dozed off again. Doze off means to fall asleep lightly, almost by accident, like your eyes get heavy and your body quietly gives up for a moment.
And it happened?
Almost. I caught myself, but that 1 minute cost me 10 real minutes, and I had to rush.
And rushing in the morning when you're already tired is not a good combination.
No, I felt on edge for the whole first hour. On edge means tense, not relaxed, like something small could go wrong and it would feel bigger than it really is.
I know that feeling. Some mornings I wake up and my to-do list is already running through my head before my feet touch the floor.
Your brain starts the race before your body gets to the starting line.
Exactly. And on those mornings, I have a small trick. Before I touch my phone, before I think about work, I sit on the edge of the bed for 30 seconds, just breathing.
30 seconds sounds small.
It is small, but it tells my body you are safe. The day has not started yet. And then I can begin more gently.
I should try that, because instead I go straight to the phone and then straight to stress.
Which then follows you all morning. And that's something you can describe in English very naturally. I woke up on edge. I nearly dozed off after my alarm. I had to rush, and the morning felt tight. Simple sentences, but they show the real feeling.
Not just, I woke up and went to work.
Exactly. That sentence is technically true, but it tells us nothing.
All right, so the morning sets the mood, and then comes the next part, work.
Yes, and this is where my day was busy becomes too small again.
Because some mornings are not just busy, some mornings you are completely swamped.
Swamped. If you're swamped, you have too many things arriving at once, and you don't know where to start. Messages, tasks, questions, all piling up together.
I had one of those mornings recently. I sat down, opened my laptop, and before I could even make a plan, 3 different things needed my attention.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, an email marked urgent, a message from a colleague, and a task I had forgotten about that was due that afternoon.
Out of nowhere means something arrives suddenly, without warning. One moment your day is calm, the next moment it's full.
And on those mornings, I have a habit that doesn't help. I try to answer everything at the same time.
And then you finish nothing.
Exactly. I feel very active, but I'm just spinning. That's when I have to stop and knuckle down.
Knuckle down. To knuckle down means to make a decision to focus seriously. You stop doing 5 things at once and you choose the one that matters most right now.
Close the extra tabs, ignore the notifications, one thing.
That's the turning point in a swamped morning. The day is still busy, but now you're moving in one direction instead of 10, and it feels so different. I'm not calm exactly, but I'm in control. And later, when someone asks, "How was your morning?" instead of just saying busy, I can say, "I was completely swamped, but I knuckled down and got through the most important task."
That answer has pressure, action, and result, and it's still simple.
I like that. Stronger doesn't mean longer. It just means more honest.
Exactly. And then comes the afternoon.
Ah, the dangerous part. Why is it dangerous?
Because around 2 or 3 o'clock, something happens. My body is at the desk, but my brain starts quietly leaving.
The afternoon dip.
Yes, my eyes get heavy, the screen looks too bright, and if someone starts explaining something complicated, my brain says, I think I need to go now.
Always at the worst moment.
The worst timing possible.
For me, the afternoon is a little different. I do not always feel sleepy, but I feel mentally full. Like all the morning decisions, all the messages, all the small choices are sitting inside my head, and there is no more room.
Full but not in a good way?
No, in a heavy way. And if I ignore that feeling and just push through, I always pay for it later.
How?
I feel tired in the evening, but then at night I cannot sleep well because my brain never really stopped.
So the tired feeling moves from the afternoon to the night.
Yes, that is why I think a much-needed break in the afternoon is not lazy. It's a strategy.
A much-needed break means a rest that was really necessary, not just nice to have, but genuinely needed.
Exactly. And I do not mean scrolling through my phone for 20 minutes and feeling worse after. I mean a real pause, a short walk, some tea, looking out the window, something that tells your body you can slow down now.
I used to think rest during work was a waste of time, but a real break, even 10 minutes, makes the next hour so much better.
Rest is not the opposite of productivity. It's part of it. And it gives you a better answer, too. Instead of afternoon was okay, you can say, I was running low by 3, took a much-needed break, and the rest of the afternoon was better.
That tells a whole small story in one sentence. Okay, so we've moved through the morning, the work pressure, and the afternoon. Now comes the part people look forward to most, the evening.
Yes, you finish work, you close the laptop, you step away, and then what?
To be honest, it depends on the day. Some evenings I feel lighter the moment I stop working, like the pressure just lifts.
And other evenings?
Other evenings my body leaves work, but my mind stays there.
That is such a real sentence. Your body goes home, but your brain is still at the desk.
Replaying a conversation, wondering about an email, worrying about tomorrow. And if I let that go on, I can't enjoy the evening. Then I sleep badly, and the next morning starts on edge again.
The cycle continues.
So now I try to give the evening a gentle beginning. I change clothes when I arrive home, Work clothes off, comfortable clothes on.
That sounds like a ritual.
It is. The moment the clothes change, I feel like a different version of myself. The work version is done. Now it's the home version.
I do something similar. I try to eat dinner without my phone. No messages, no scrolling, just food and maybe some music.
That sounds peaceful.
It is. And looking back on it, the best evenings aren't always the most exciting. They're the ones where I stop carrying the day and let myself actually be home.
Stop fighting the day.
Yes. And when someone asks, "How was your evening?" you can say, "To be honest, I needed a slow evening, so I kept it simple and ended up feeling more at ease."
At ease, calm, relaxed, not tense anymore.
Exactly. And that's really what talking about your day without sounding boring means. Not using complicated words, just showing the feeling, the small moment, the honest detail.
Not, I worked, I ate, I slept.
More like, to be honest, I felt on edge in the morning, got swamped at work, took a much-needed break in the afternoon, and by evening, I finally felt at ease.
That's real life in real English in one sentence.
And every listener can do exactly that with their own day, which brings us to the part we promised, the conversation starters.
Yes, because sometimes the problem is not that you have nothing to say. The problem is you don't know how to begin.
So here are 5 simple first lines. When someone asks, "How was your day?" you can use one of these to open your answer.
Think of them like small doors. You choose one, you step through it, and the rest of your answer becomes easier.
The first one is, to be honest. You use this when you want to give the real answer, not just the polite one. For example, to be honest, my morning started a little rough. Or, to be honest, it was a tiring day, but it ended better than it started.
To be honest sounds open and real. It tells the listener, I'm going to tell you the actual story.
The second one is, funnily enough. You use this when the day surprised you in some way.
Like, funnily enough, I thought the day would be difficult, but it actually went quite smoothly. Or, funnily enough, the best moment of my day was the walk I almost skipped.
It gives your answer a small twist. The listener thinks, oh, something unexpected happened.
The third one is out of nowhere, perfect for when something arrived suddenly.
For example, out of nowhere, my whole afternoon plan changed. Or, out of nowhere, I got a message that made my morning much busier.
That one immediately makes the listener want to know more. What happened? What was the message?
Exactly. It turns your answer into a small story. The fourth one is looking back on it. This one sounds more reflective. You use it when you've thought about your day after it happened.
Like, looking back on it, I handled the pressure better than I expected. Or, looking back on it, I needed that break more than I realized.
It shows that you've thought about your day, not just lived through it.
And the last one is all in all. This one works like a summary. You use it to give your final feeling about the whole day.
For example, all in all, it was a tiring day, but I got through it. Or, all in all, it was a quiet day, and I feel quite good.
It closes the answer gently, like the last sentence of a short story.
Shall we try them quickly?
Yes, you ask me.
Okay. Chris, how was your day?
To be honest, it started rough because I did not sleep well, but it got better as it went on.
Good. Now try, funnily enough.
Funnily enough, even though I was swamped in the morning, the afternoon ended up being quite calm.
Nice. Looking back on it.
Looking back on it, I think the much-needed break I took at lunchtime saved the whole afternoon.
And all in all?
All in all, it was one of those days that felt harder than it actually was.
See? Not long, but so much more interesting than fine.
Poor Fine. It deserves a rest.
It really does. Okay, now let us slow everything down and look at the key phrases from today. This is the word tour.
You do not need to remember all of them. Just choose one or two that feel right for your own life.
Our first phrase.
Next phrase, toss and turn. Repeat after me. Toss and turn. One more time. Toss and turn. And the last one, toss and turn.
To toss and turn means you cannot sleep properly. You keep moving in bed because your mind will not stop, or you feel restless. For example, I tossed and turned all night and woke up exhausted. Or before a big presentation, she always tosses and turns. And tossing and turning is different from being awake. Your body is trying to sleep, but it just cannot find rest.
Next phrase, doze off. Repeat after me. Doze off. One more time, doze off. And the last one, doze off.
To doze off means to fall asleep lightly and often without planning to. Your eyes get heavy and your body gives up for a moment. For example, I nearly dozed off on the sofa after dinner. Or he dozed off during the meeting and woke up when everyone started clapping. And dozing off is softer than sleeping. It usually happens when you're tired but trying to stay awake.
Next phrase, on edge. Repeat after me. On edge. One more time. On edge. And the last one. On edge.
If you feel on edge, you feel tense, nervous, or easily upset. Small things feel bigger than they really are. For example, I felt on edge all morning because I hadn't slept well. Or the whole team was on edge before the results came out. And on edge doesn't always mean something bad is happening. Sometimes it's just that tight, anxious feeling that won't go away.
Next phrase, at ease. Repeat after me. At ease. One more time. At ease. And the last one. At ease.
If you feel at ease, you feel calm, relaxed, and comfortable. The tension is gone. For example, after talking with a good friend, I always feel more at ease. Or a quiet evening at home helps me feel at ease after a long day. And at ease is not the same as happy. It's more like settled, like things are okay right now.
Next word, swamped. Repeat after me. Swamped. One more time. Swamped. And the last one. Swamped.
If you are swamped, you have too many things to do and not enough time or energy to handle all of them at once. For example, I was completely swamped on Monday morning. Or she's swamped this week, so she can't take any new tasks. And swamped is stronger than busy. Busy means you have a lot to do. Swamped means everything is arriving at the same time and it feels overwhelming.
Next phrase, out of nowhere. Repeat after me. Out of nowhere. One more time. Out of nowhere. And the last one. Out of nowhere.
If something happens out of nowhere, it happens suddenly and without any warning. For example, out of nowhere, my afternoon meeting got moved to the morning. Or I was feeling calm, and then out of nowhere, I remembered something I had forgotten to do. And out of nowhere is great for making your stories feel more natural. It adds surprise and movement to your sentence.
Next phrase, knuckle down. Repeat after me. Knuckle down. One more time. Knuckle down. And the last one, knuckle down.
To knuckle down means to start focusing seriously and working hard, especially after feeling distracted or scattered. For example, I had to knuckle down and finish the report before the end of the day. Or after a slow morning, she finally knuckled down and got everything done. And knuckling down is a choice. It means you decide to stop letting the day pull you in different directions, and you choose one thing to focus on.
And our last phrase, much needed break. Repeat after me, much needed break. One more time, much needed break. And the last one, much needed break.
A much needed break is a rest that was genuinely necessary, not just nice to have. Your body or mind really needed to stop for a moment. For example, after 3 hours of meetings, I finally took a much-needed break. Or that 10-minute walk was a much-needed break, and I felt so much better after. And a much-needed break doesn't have to be long. Even 5 or 10 minutes of real rest can change the feeling of your whole afternoon.
And that's today's word tour. 8 phrases that help you describe your day in a way that actually sounds like you.
And remember, you don't need to use all of them at once. Just pick one today and try it.
When someone asks, "How was your day?" use one phrase. To be honest, or I was swamped, or all in all, just one. That's enough to start.
And we have a question for you in the comments. How was your day today? Tell us, but try not to write just fine.
Use one phrase from today, one feeling, one small moment. That's already a real English answer.
If this episode helped you, please like it, subscribe to the Daily English Listening Podcast, and share it with a friend who wants to sound more natural in English.
And this week, one small challenge. The next time someone asks, "How was your day?" don't stop at fine. Add one honest detail, one feeling, one moment. That's enough to turn a boring answer into a real conversation.
This is Michelle.
And this is Chris.
And you have been listening to the Daily English Listening Podcast. Take care of your English.
And never say just fine again.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.